So let's start. So we start first with the game between Robin Bonjon against Aldo Moscotelli. So yeah, let's start. Yeah, hi everyone. So okay, this is the old Joseki. Why not? Yeah, I mean so far I like all moves, so I think it should be okay. This one also okay. I mean there is two options. One is to play here, the second one to play this. And both are okay. I think both you can play. Depends what is your plan. Here I'm not as happy with this, with two. I think afterwards we will also check some of the variation here. So I think this one is completely fine to play like this. Yeah, and up to here everything is fine. Maybe just at the moment I wouldn't exchange A for B. Like here you have still an option to play like this. And this looks like really a cool option. Just to have it in a pocket, it looks a good option. And I wouldn't exchange it. I don't think that white really wants to play A at the moment. So I would just play whatever further. And have the option to invade. When you play like this, then the bottom is like, it's not that bad, but I mean now I think white is kind of happy with the shape on the bottom. So yeah, you lose the option to invade. Okay, this is fine. Yeah, and here this one is mistake. This, like, it's not, let's say, a big mistake, but usually we play Joseki like this. This does G4 better than G3. I will show this, but first I will show a Joseki, then I will come back to that question. Here it would be like this. And then after this, basically now you can play Hane. Now you can capture because of this one, because of the A. And now the Joseki is like this. Something like this, which is probably even, but in this case I think white should be happy with that. Looks like a good variation for white, but usually this is the Joseki you go for. So let's go with this J4 or J3. Joseki is better J4, like in most of the cases. But in this case, I think J3 is okay because maybe there is some stuff with attach. I'm afraid that maybe black can figure out something to leave inside. So I think it's not here. It's not really big difference. I think J3 is better. If it would be empty, I would play J4. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there is now there is no choice anymore. Well, yeah, now we can just escape. So this is the difference. This is good. I'm not sure. Maybe it's better to play like this. This way it looks like it's not completely centered. It's really easy to, like, it's not easy for black to just give away these stones. They're not that light, I would say. So when you play one, and if you go like this, maybe you can hope to capture them. And if black needs to play somewhere there, then your shape is better. So I think this one is more active way. This one, there is no follow-up anymore. So it's like you're escaping, but now black can just jump. Black doesn't need to play from this side. Okay. This really strange one. I think you just need to play here. Maybe there is a cut which I'm missing. If there is a cut, I would play like this. This and Kema. Try to be active. I think this is just kind of losing center, more or less. Okay. Maybe it's not losing, I don't know. Okay, it looks okay. This is good. This is also good. Yeah, I think you have to play there. This game also looks good. This cut looks questionable. I don't know where I would play. I probably will not cut like this. It's just, it feels like you suffer too much with the shape. Yeah, I think about that cut I talk a bit. I feel like, I mean, I think you should just Keima. Keima, black needs to recover, and then you, let's say, play there. If black will not recover, then you try to attack. I think this is more reasonable plan. This cut. I might consider this if it works, but I think there is Geta. So there is no other cut, so just Keima is okay. If black jumps, you still have this vital point. And looks easy. I mean, I would cut like this only if everything is just, I mean, a game is lost and I need to try to find the chance. But at this point, game is most likely even. Nothing bad happened. Yeah, now it's kind of painful. Yeah, I think now this one, I'm not sure it's necessary. Probably it's better just to keep, if like better to jump, and if black leaves, it's not a big deal. In a game, black made a huge mistake here, you can just play this. And after this, the stones are not dead. And then it's kind of a collapse. So white spent a move here to kill, but white didn't manage to kill. And then it's kind of game over. Like this, it's a compromise, basically. Yeah. Like this is a kind of a compromise. And I think maybe like this game at this point is even. Because white also solved his problem, and this is not a big deal in the end. Okay. This is good choice. This is also okay. Yeah, looks fine. Completely. This one probably is mistake. I mean, it just doesn't work, so I think it's obvious this is mistake. Center. I think up to here everything is balanced. And now white maybe should just answer this somehow. I don't know, I think you should just play Keima, or maybe even this. Like this. Or maybe you cannot. I'm just... Maybe this is okay also. Just like this. Here, by cash, the game is even. Should be a super close game like this. With this, you need to kill afterwards. This is like you invest a lot of points, and if you will not kill, it's like... I don't think white is behind. And you don't need to go that rush with some crazy sequence. I wouldn't have any confidence that I can kill this. And now it looks alive somehow. Yeah. Maybe here is better to capture at least once, but maybe you don't have time? Not sure. Maybe you have time, maybe not. It's really cool if you can get this. But it's, yeah. I know there is E1 and that's annoying. But does it really work? I mean, like this, you can still capture it, so it's not a big deal. And maybe it's like on the edge, but I think I would capture and try to maybe play like, I don't know, this, maybe like this, but then it's connected, but you get something. So it's very, very tricky if it's possible. If you can get like this is pretty good already. Like, because probably this is not acceptable to die like this for black. So yeah, like this, I think black position is good. Now black is alive with one group, second one is also alive. Now it feels like game is kind of over. I don't think as white is possible to come back. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm just thinking maybe it's a good idea for white to play here first. It looks like it's center and you can get it on the time. Maybe like this, there is a chance. Um, even like this, it's pretty big. Like even if you get like this, maybe it's okay even to play Tenuki now, but I feel like it's way bigger than the move on the right. Than this Kosume, for example. If you would play here, it should be okay. Also, on this one, you can play here, so it's not really working. So it's just center for you. And if you will not answer, this will kill for sure. So this would be kind of an option. When black also get this in center, it feels like, yeah, everything is going really well. And yeah, maybe now you don't even need to play this core. Also, this is not a cost threat. Maybe white should just capture. Yeah, and just leave here. Just like this. I think this is just some punishment, but overall, also black for sure doesn't need to go for more. Black has way less cost threats, and also, yeah, it's not necessary. But for sure, I wouldn't go for this. This is a minus. This A for B. This is the last cost threat I would play. Maybe first I would go with B. I would play like this. Just ask. Then would be this one, P2, then P1. This would be the cost rates which I would play first, which has minus 0 points for you. And then I would think about the others. For sure, I would not go this. This is like minus 3 points. Even you win ko, it's not good. Also, this minus 3 points around. You just play inside. In the end, for sure, you would play here. So you lose with each move, you lose few points, and I think after this ko, difference becomes really big. Maybe like 10 points. Before it was probably less. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, after this, difference is big. But I think even like if just black play normally, like here, let's say we play like this, I wouldn't even consider this one. This looks good, just like this. This, if black would play, I think black is winning by a lot. This core is unnecessary. It's just making game a bit unnecessary. Like core is always complicated. When you win, you don't want to play core, especially like this in endgame. And yeah, black could maybe if black would play ideal core, it would be very close. Like, but or white, I mean. But in the end, game I think was lost here with this one jump. And maybe if you want to kill, I would consider something like this. This might be an option, but for sure I wouldn't just play like this and this. I think that this is very slow if you want to kill. So I feel like somewhere here feels like maybe at least like this. Maybe like this, more chances to kill. And I think here something went wrong. Yes, I understand, but it's not really, you know, you need to be sure that everything is bad or something. I think here the position is quite even. Even if you get like this, you can still split afterwards. It's not really clear it's that a big gain. I think it's still okay, yeah. But I understand your idea. But I feel like maybe also the shape is too slow with two Kosumis in a row. And then it was too easy to leave for black. But from my experience, I'm also not sure if you would play here, which I think is like more severe. I'm not sure it's also possible to handle this as white. I think there is for sure some options for black to find a way. I mean, you can play something like this maybe, and this is already looks annoying. Okay, there's this, or maybe we start with this, some honey, play here. We can try to find some way how to make it work. And there is a lot of stuff. Yeah. p6 timing. I don't know about p6. When do you want to play it? I don't know when do you want to play p6. Like now? Maybe. But does it really a good exchange? I'm not sure it's a good exchange also. It's like looks like you missed the timing, but in the end it's not really easy to choose because you give points and you get some stones in center. Is it useful or not? I don't know. In this fight, maybe here you can consider to play like this, but is it ever good afterwards? Maybe it's not center after you play like this. So I think here, yeah, I would rather play this and just play a normal endgame. I think this is okay. Like this should be fine. Yeah. Or at least like this. This is the active way. I think this is also okay. With not Kosumis, but with Keima, with a bit active way of attacking. Do you have questions about this game, maybe? Okay, then let's move on. So, next one. Okay, send the next one. Next one is the game between Matthew Campbell and Manuel Brasilia. Yeah. Okay. I'm not fan of this, but I think this is like something like half point worse for black. This like when you play G17, it feels like it's a bit worse. But half point, it's not really a big deal. Like, so if you don't want to go with this crazy stuff, which I can understand, this is easy solution. So should be okay. Hmm. Yeah. This is fine. Also good. I mean, black also can play here if you want, but I also like to take the corner, and I think up to here everything looks fine. I think both players play pretty good. This, it's very difficult. Maybe I would go this, and then attack. Try to get some move like this, but I'm not sure if I really want to attack this. For sure, I don't want to push from this side because it's kind of strong. Like, if I'm going to follow up, I don't build that much. That like 1-3 looks sad. I think more sad than interesting. So if it's like this, then I feel like I would rather play here. At least I have cash in some case. Cash is an option. I will not play 3, but to have this in a like as a backup option at some point is okay. In the other case, I don't think I ever play that. Yeah. Okay. This looks fine. Yeah. I think this is a bit greedy. Like, I would really be tempted to answer here. Just, it's not that easy game if you live so easily as black. It's not like white play here and build a lot. I think up to here is very, very difficult game by itself for white. White have less cash, and it's not that easy to play in this way. And when you just play like this, then suddenly we have a coin flip game. Now I'm not sure it's alive or not. I'm already start to hesitate between A, B. I think this is a bad exchange. And suddenly all this sequence, like if I put this if I put this to AI would say that black is good and black is easily find the sequence how black solving everything. If I'm in this situation, usually I make a lot of mistakes as black because you don't know what is the best one. Maybe you need to attach here. Maybe in one situation its attach is good, second situation attach is bad because you make too much minuses. So maybe you need to play around some cut here and something there, like with some cut and block. There is too many options and I'm not sure what to do. That's why I want to leave. And here, like when white attack, white play just a shape move. It's easy. But for black, you need to kind of have a sequence. And up to here, well, I don't know. I don't think this honey is good. It kind of gives a center, so I would play like this. And up to, if I would be as black, I would not panic, but I would feel uncomfortable for sure. This one you just give a center move. So let's say, I don't know what was in the game. Yeah, something like this. I don't think you're happy with this exchange with 3-4-2. In the game it's even worse. But you just helping to build ice. Okay. Okay. And then one thing, it was now. I think the most interesting idea for white to play elsewhere. Like, you can just invade to see how black would react. Would black capture the core? Or would he answer and fight with you? Now you can cross cut, for example, to have some really decent cost rates to start really good core. And this is the idea, like you don't really want to play inside. In case it will be alive, you not only lose points, but also you kind of play inside your opponent territory. This is sad. So I would be really want to play it when I pretty sure my compensation, what I will get is huge. Yeah, and here I think at this point even it should be that I would go even like this. Let's see, you capture, you have a lot of cost threats, you play like this, and then in the end, I think even black can afford to answer this one. Just too many cost threats. I mean, in the end, you can use this cost threat, just like this. I think even this should be okay. So, and then this stone is kind of a problem. In the game, it feels like was not like it. First of all, you can just connect. You can play here, here, Atari and connect. So you at least alive, and this is okay. If it's alive, it's fine. If what do we have here? We have another call. That's interesting. We have another call. This is pretty big minus. I don't understand why we don't cut. This is strange, because now, after this, we still have a core. So you cannot really cut anything. This is a minus. Okay. Also, I think as black, I would even consider at this point... well, this is an annoying move. I'm not even sure. Maybe just like this. I would play here, here, and then just push. And then just escape. And if we play this core, then now it's way more interesting. I mean, you capture with a lot of points. Now even this is not a cost rate, I think. Now you can also cut afterwards. It looks decent for black. Somehow, also this connection, it's like, feels like it's super overestimated. I think maybe I would even consider to play something like this and still play this core till end of the world. It feels like it's so difficult to win it. I mean, you have at least one more course threat. Yeah, but just giving up like this and connecting feels really... And this, it's still a core. I mean, maybe not. Well, it's still a core if you play like this. This is annoying. No, you can't play here. Okay, so it's not echo. But living with one eye, that's sad. Okay. Some sequence which I'm not sure it's working. I would be afraid maybe I would capture. There is some stuff, but I don't have any clue if something works or not. If we just play here, does it do something? Well, this is a problem. Okay, I mean, I'm not sure if something works. If not, then white is just kind of connecting and getting like, then this is just not good. I mean, it felt it's not good like this, and probably all variations should be favor white in this case. So I think I would be even happy with this, but whatever happens in a game like this one, this is for sure also good. Yeah. I think it's not acceptable to answer this, even now. Just from the feeling of position, I think that white is ahead. It means that maybe you need to try to play this core. Like, this is too painful. Just to make, I mean, this is probably, like, I'll try to explain the idea. This is this is mistake to play something like this or to invade. But maybe, as far as I feel like situation is very bad for black, I would rather force white to make mistake on a core than just continue to just play like this. It feels like that white is winning by a lot up to here. Yeah, this is good. Yeah. Okay. I like the idea of playing like this. A lot of groups. We have some fight. Probably this fight is good for white, but still it's a fight. Some core. This is not a cost threat. Oh, there is no cost threats at all. I mean, I think white should be even happy with this. I cannot imagine this is enough. Just to take that core looks amazing. But maybe it's not even enough cost threats even like this here. You can even descend here. No cost threats, this is set. And now everything is kind of dying. I think black kind of tried his best with that, but also it's not, in the end, it's not really that bad. It could be way worse if, for example, white would play this. And something like this would happen. And then it's center, and for example, or is it? Yeah, it's center. Now you can, for example, capture. Like this, I guess it's acceptable, but I think it's still not close. Here, capturing would be cool. It's cache. Cache is good. This is just... maybe we are trying to kill the group. Didn't notice. As white, I would even... you see, when I'm trying to comment, I don't think that this group is dead. When I'm winning, usually it is like additional thoughts, which I don't have in my mind. Because, I mean, I have it, but I'm happy just to force it to live with two eyes. And then we have additional core. And I feel like this is not a cost threat. Maybe now black can consider to play something like this and hope to make the game a bit closer. And it might be possible. I think it's still a very good game for white. Like this, maybe it's just over. Yeah, when white capture, it's not really possible to do anything. We try to kill that group. Interesting. If we just connect, what is the status here? Is it dead? It feels like it's somehow close. But I guess maybe it's dead. Maybe black is dead, but I also don't know if it's really necessary. Yeah, in the game like this, it's over. I think anyway, Ko is some complication. Maybe you don't need to go for it. Maybe it's just better without Ko. I'm pretty sure white is ahead. I have so much cash. Black has just a limited amount, I feel. But we can come back to this one. I think this is the most important part. In this case, I think it's really good to answer. Because if you go with the IA, always will find the solution. In reality, it's way more difficult to play as black than for white. And after this, it goes like it started to got escalated. Black needs to leave. You're always under pressure, and you're forced to make mistake first. Yeah. Do you have questions about this game, or we can move to the next one? Okay, let's move to the next one. So I will give a link. So next one is Manuel Brasileiro against Robin Bonchon. Okay. This one looks good. Yeah. This looks slow. I mean, I'm not even sure it's the best. There is some cuts like this. You don't need to play it, but this might be annoying. It's not that easy to answer. Maybe you can get something like even this at some point. Not now for sure. Maybe even like this you can get at some point. So there is a lot of problems with shape, but also using it like this, I think it's slow. I think at this point I would just take another big move. Somewhere like this, invasion, whatever. This. I mean, I'm okay even to have this one exchange 1 for 2 and then play like this. This is also looks like a good option. Yeah, I think this is a good invasion also for white. Now black have to jump, and white kind of have a friend to destroy the area. It's also okay to play here. It's not really a mistake, but this is fine. This is wrong direction. You try to push to your weak group. B is not alive. Corner is alive. Like even here, when I jump, I don't want to play this because you will be enclosed somehow. And this is a lot of pressure. You maybe need to make a like jump to force black to build a right side, or you need to make a bad exchanges in order that black can enclose even more on the right or have a huge influence or wall. That's why I want to jump here. So I think N3 by itself is pretty slow and wrong direction, yeah. Up to here it looks like really bad for black. Maybe it can be even worse. I really want to cut. And now I need to find a way how I can do it. So I want to see what my center moves are here. I don't know if I want to cut. Maybe I will not cut. I think I would just play something like this, or yeah, I think this one is good. Or just jump some jump. Like I don't see any good continuation with using this edge at the moment, so I don't go for it. For sure, I don't play like this. You just make more problem, and I think you can get it also afterwards. Like it's not like now it's not center. I think it's always center. So, and it's not like black will play there. But I think in some situation you can consider to play something like this to make influence or make your group stronger. Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay. Maybe here still. There is no clear way how to punish this. That your shape in corner is not as good. And maybe black will jump. I mean, sometimes you can even see this jumping like this, and you can get these two center moves, and then you defend the corner in center. I think best you can do is something like this, and this I also like for white. So I think this is looks like too solid. Okay. This game is strange. Like white is clearly showing that white is attacking this group. So I think it's a good idea to play something like this or this to settle the group, because it's a target. On top, if, like, let's say you settle this group somehow, and then white will play this group is not really in danger. It's really hard to kill this, or try to kill. Maybe you can play even like this. It doesn't really matter what the shape to use here. Everything is fine. But white can block it, and maybe black can live. And that's it. There is no reasoning to play here at the moment. Also, shape is bad. I think you need to play here if you want to play here. But still, I think that timing is wrong. Yeah, and now everything is just falling apart. Now this game looks like not looking good. This is good one. Yeah. Yeah, and maybe you can just play like this. And I very rarely you will see someone capture, so you will get the same result, and then like this. Also, would I play like this as white? I'm also not sure. I like this a lot, but most likely this is very often a mistake to play like this. So I don't know. It's really tough choice. Maybe I would play like this to have center and good shape. Something like this, and then try to block this group or cut it. I don't know. This would be my thinking how to play here. This one, yeah, this is probably his mistake. When white get Hane, I cannot see this anyhow playable. K17, yeah, K17 is also an option. I'm not sure you want to play it or not. I think K17 is a good one, But I don't think you're interested in this. Like, you fix the top, but center is kind of gone. So I think like locally from shape point is good, but globally this is not good because you lose all influence. In the game afterwards, yes, afterwards it was kind of a good way. Like maybe now when the center is not important, I think now it's a good way to play. Now this becomes area, becomes neutrals, more or less. Now it looks good. Yeah. This one is also fine. Yeah, this is good. This looks like an overplay. I think white gets so much cash that you don't need to go for it. I think it's okay to play like this. Like, let's say this group more or less safe, and then just create another group on the right. It's like, I don't know how many points on the left, like more than 60, I think. And it's not so easy for black to get that many points in this game. And like this, you give a black a solution for this. Like black is never going to be okay on points, so now we have an all-in fight. I'm not sure white is okay if, let's say, black or connect here or connect here. It looks not easy. You have one group and another group, and black doesn't need to do much. Like black need to fight, and it's not about points. This or territory that we have here doesn't really help white. And maybe this might be a chance for black. I think, yeah, if black would connect, it's not that easy how to settle everything. Maybe I'm not even sure that, like, I'm pretty sure, let's put it like this. Even if white will not die with the group, it doesn't mean it can be a good result for white. There's too many stuff you need to care about. Yeah, and after this, when white cut, this is center, cut in center, painful. Then another cut. Yeah, and after this, only chance to kill top, but I cannot see it happening. Maybe it's a good idea try to ignore it. Like try to kill now top. Or to get some advantage. This is might be a chance, but I think this is not playable anymore. When these two stones are dead, I don't think that black can play. Like I was talking about 60 points on the left, now it's 10 on the center, 70, but black potential just gone. So now it's for sure less than 70. Yeah. And now only kill helps. I think if at this point as white you can even jump and, for example, play something like this. This is already enough. Like it's so much on the left that, yeah. But I mean, this is also cannot dice, so yeah. But I feel like afterwards there was some sequence, but I don't think this really can matter. After this, big difference. But I feel like this was too much still. You create another group while black is attacking one of yours. Maybe something like this. To be sure that black cannot cut you. I don't care about this one, but if we cut like this, then you have one group which is heavy and the second one which can die. And this is like, when you have that much cash, this is bad. And for black, I mean, you need to fight here. And you need to really be sure. Maybe I think this is a local problem, that this was cut in center. And you need to be sure that no one cuts you in center. Just reinforce, like, black is not attacking anymore. Even now, white have really a lot of problems. Yeah. Do you have questions maybe about this game? Okay. Let's move then to the next one. Okay. So, This is the game between Aldo Moscatelli against Manuel Brasiler. Okay. Looks completely fine. It's kind of same Joseki. This is good. Yeah. Here, I mean, up to here for sure everything is fine, and even this one is okay. I think I would play Hane if I would play here. This one is weak move. Just when white extend, I think that black is super low. Maybe if you play Hane cut and like this, then at least your shape, like white shape, is not as good. And on this one you can play like this to live. And even now, white shape is not as good. I also tried sometimes to play like this, and it looks better, but then still white shape even worse. So I don't think you go for this 6. But I think Honey is the correct one here. I also cannot imagine this one. This shape is really bad. So usually Hane and Tiger Mouse. And after this, we play this one. And white shape, it's like it's impossible to cut because black kind of reinforced with a good shape. And I don't think this fight ever good. Yeah, and also for white, yeah, this one. This is slow. Now black maybe can cut before. I'm not sure, maybe you can extend even. There's a lot of room to do something. Maybe just push is good. Just you cut the group, left is alive. Here for black, that black shouldn't aim to enclose this side. The goal is just to be alive. If it's alive, then black is happy. It's not like you need to really get that extra 10 points. This is a big move. Good, good. Sure. Okay, it's fine. Also fine. I mean, up to here, I think everything is good. This also looks fine. This shape somehow is dangerous to play, I feel. Maybe now it's a timing to make these exchanges. I'm not even sure, maybe even invasion. I don't know, or I'm not fan of this, but maybe now it's also okay. Play like 5, 6. This is locally bad for black to play in this corner. Like 1, 3, 5 to 7, all these exchanges are bad, but you get 9 and you get some initiative. Can be an option. I'm also not sure if this one is good or something like this, and we have some exchanges. I also don't know. Maybe it doesn't work. Yeah. Just like this, I'm afraid that white can cut something. I'm not sure even. Maybe just simple cut. We don't know if black can resist. And yeah, maybe there is some options, but I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure should be something. I mean, there is some invasions, and then we try to connect. I mean, you can't you can't find a combination, so maybe it's okay to play like this. This looks like super heavy group. I think now I would be happy to play like this. If it goes like this, and now you can get this Kema, I think the way how heavy this group is, it feels like white have to give up a stone at A this position. Like there is no way you can keep stone A now. So it would be something you need to play Kosumi, we attach, and I don't think you can really play there like this. This looks like kind of dying everything. So I feel like maybe you have to give up something in order to settle the group. And this like move looks super important to play this Kema. I think this is like one of the most important. And on bottom, A and B is Miai. like B is almost center. So when the corner is not alive, I think black cannot either. I'm just thinking what to play instead of Q9. Yeah, heavy group. I don't know. I would rather play something like this. Let's say there is a cut, but you can play endgame. Something like, and you get one and endgame. And then you don't create this heavy group. This is a flexible way because that heavy group feels like really was difficult to handle afterwards. So I wouldn't. I think this is really big mistake. Like to play Q9, you just create a heavy group that you cannot sacrifice anymore, and it feels really tough to fight with it. Yeah, now it's okay. After this jump, situation for white becomes fine. So basically black missed the chance to really punish it by, like with this one, should play at B. Okay, again this cut. I wouldn't even consider this. In my eyes, this is not appearing like the move that I would even consider. Maybe if I would cut, I would just play like this. If I want to cut. I don't see why it doesn't work. I mean, there is some center moves, but I would for sure play this one than the other one. And also, okay, is it that bad? But let's say we play here. Okay, that's fine. There is still a problem in shape. I mean, you have to always pay for that. And this is like the stuff that will appear afterwards, maybe not like this. So I don't really want to cut like this. I don't see a point of it. Also, I don't see a point of it not to answering first here. Like jumping there is, well, maybe logic that you will not lose center. That might be okay, but this is like a mode of risk on. You go with a really high risk that if you finish in Gotha and black will jump there, this would be a disaster. You need to remember that. Okay, this is fine. And I think up to here is okay. Like black is handling two groups, black should jump. And the situation for black is fine. And the first, or maybe play like this. This is also should be okay. I think first mistake is this one. Like we try to connect two groups. Group, let's put it like this, A and B. And we cannot connect. It's obviously that white will cut us. That it means afterwards that we jump, and as far as we jump, we try to put pressure on other group. Now move B is center on the left and some forcing move on the right. So black should not let this situation. Black should play like this. Like one group should run farther from the other group, and then the situation kind of becomes okay. This way, I think if you play like this and this is a collapse for black. Now it looks like, yeah, now we jump again. I want to play on the right and on the left. It looks difficult. Yeah. Somehow it feels like white even gets a lot in this fight. And now after these two moves, even this jump doesn't look scary. Now white can also jump, and I'm not sure black is even have any advantage here. Yeah, this ko is also scary. White lose nothing. White can kill a group. Yeah. This is dead. Well, if it's dead, then this looks like a Kosret. Maybe it's just good to answer. Or place a move like, there is some moves where you can answer like, okay, this one, that's fine. But I think there is so much stuff that you can do. For example, black capture, and you play the quadrat like this. On this quadrat, most likely black have to answer. How to answer even this? It's not that easy. I mean, there is so many quadrat there, and there is still a cut afterwards, which is annoying. I mean, now it doesn't work, I guess. Or does it? It's like on the edge, but I think there is a bunch of stuff still there, and you can play Ko forever. I cannot imagine black capturing this. This is game over. Like one group, another group, I think this is just enough for white. So yeah, this is like this. Maybe it's kind of black even fight back. This one looks more like a gota. You can just play here or something with this. Maybe maybe I don't know. If you can play here like this, you have 4 on 4, but this is still dead. Like, oh no, now maybe you can capture this. This 3, 4, 5. I think you're still losing. So I don't know. If you go with a different one, maybe this, it works. But I'm not sure. Maybe white can escape, black can escape. So it feels like even like this, even that this died, I feel like it's still probably good for white, like overall, because you get really a lot. But from the situation it was super hopeless for black, it's turned on now more like a game. Oh yeah. Also, I think here, if black would play something like this, maybe like here, or yeah, this one looks okay. This, to be sure that corner is alive. And yeah, you give up some points on the right, but if that one is kind of alive, then it's okay. Maybe afterwards to leave on top. This way, corner. Yeah, corner maybe can leave, but I don't think it's timing to leave with the corner. I think you need to play somewhere there. First, we leave this group. If this group is alive, then we'll come back to the corner. We're always happy if we try to live with the group, for example. And then white have to spend a move 6 in order that group is alive, or to kill the group. This is okay, but we don't go to live immediately, because now we live with a corner, but this whole area is dead. So this is just not good to go like this. Like, we take the corner, but we invest too much. Yeah. Okay. Looks not easy to live, but still not clear how to kill this. This looks like interesting Tesuji, and it works, so it's cool. This is like somehow feels like it's on the edge, but white is so strong, and this fight really, like, it feels like black is struggling here, to be honest. You play near a lot of Ponukis, and yeah, maybe it can live. And probably if it's alive, like cleanly, then black is okay. But it feels like it's close to impossible task. And all the sequence, like in the end, black I think even lived somehow, just paying some price, which is not even big. Now you can just leave, playing something like this. Our corner, what do we have in a corner? Maybe you can even hope to live with a corner. So this is alive. Maybe that's why I would, if it's just a call, let's say maybe like this, then I think black kind of managed well, and it's still a game. If white can kill it like this, then white is good. So, but I'm not sure about the honey. Does it work or not? Need to think. Maybe you can Atari and then capture. And then something like this. Maybe it doesn't work, or it does. It's on the edge. Maybe like this, it's on edge, yeah. But this is what at least black should go. But I think he just miscalculated. And after this, his group is dead. It's just game over. Maybe just Biomi or time pressure, because it's not easy. Yeah. But I think just collapse, go just from here, just after the cut. So I feel like if black would just play something else like this, then you don't make these strange exchanges. Even now you have an extra eye, you can connect, for example. This is already looks alive from both sides, and this is the solution. Yeah, and for white, probably the biggest mistake was here by playing q9 and continuing the core here. Like this core, just you have so many core threats, and even if black captured, this core is not as big as it looks like. And when you play core and there is a group not alive, big group, that black cannot really give up. It's not even one group. You can also play with this one. I mean, A is also might be center because you kill this with B. So you have so many cost threats, you can give at this score close to 0 for black. Yeah. Okay. If there is no questions, let's move to the next one. So I think in the next one. So next game is Matthew Cable against Aldo Moscotelli. So I saw also this one not in one game but in few. So here, I mean, this is a Joseki, and also this is okay to play like this. And I think in this case I would choose this one. This. Just direction, from direction wise, this looks like a good direction. So I'm really happy to get one. I think I can make it even grow bigger. In some other side, other situation, when I assume that this right side is not interesting, I think this one would be okay to connect. But in this case, I think p15 is better. Okay. Sure. About this move, I don't really know even how to play against it. I think this is a normal one, so I would just play like this. I don't know much what I can do more about that. And this looks like completely even. This one looks okay. If you like to play more simple, it's completely fine to play like this. I don't think it's a mistake at this point. This one is also good because looks like black has Moyo formation, so. Yeah. Okay. I think this is like a direction mistake. I have a feeling that for white would be really, for black would be not easy if white would just jump. Now we have a group A and a group B. And I think it would be so much easier if you would give these points. Let's say you play like this, maybe you give them, or I don't know if you don't need to play more, maybe just like this. The group is alive and you take another big point. Just this area is not as big as it looks, and you don't need to destroy it. And the top is not completely alive. Now, when you jump, 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 maybe you have to spend some resources to settle the group. And I'm not sure this fight is necessary, or you really need to start it. This one, if it's like this, if I would know that white would answer d2, I would be super happy to play d10, and then now I think it's very good for black. Now black get a lot. So, yeah. Okay. Now I feel like that looks good. Also looks fine. Up to here, everything looks okay. About this one, I'm just thinking probably this one is a bit better. I mean, black is in the end pushing. I'm not sure black is alive, but even if it's like this and black is connecting, just I assume white is not killing this. I mean, there is some cut. Let's go with some exchange to make everything work. I mean, I answer 7, which I would never do. But this is, let's assume, the worst scenario for white. I can imagine like this. And then, yeah, black destroys some points here, which I'm not sure it's even points. My group in center, it doesn't look that weak. And I have center, so I can play a next big move like this or this. So I think black just playing on that area is just wrong because it feels like it's small. I don't think it's really interesting for white to enclose it. So I would rather play something on the bottom, maybe like Kusumi at this point. This, and this. I think I would play something here. This looks like a normal continuation. And I wouldn't really touch. And even here, I don't know, maybe I would play like this, and connect. Yeah, with the same idea. Black is pushing from behind. Maybe also black is losing some points here, some potential here. So I think this is like fair price for these points where like there's still a slight at k2. So I don't think it's really necessary to play there. Yeah, and this one, suddenly after this position is just falling apart. This is painful. Maybe you have to play this core, which is difficult to play. Or maybe, I don't know if you can, maybe you can play this, but this is not better. I think you can kill it, but it looks really, really bad. The same bad as the game, I think. Even though it's dead, maybe like this would be okay. Can you play it? Yeah, this is possible. Okay, so maybe like this it would be kind of playable, but I think still this is very good for black. Like not just good, but I think it's very good. Also, I'm not sure, maybe black can exchange something like this. And if we answer, then what do we have here? I think we can kill it. Yes, we can kill it with this. So this might be an option, but this is still terrible. There is just center from one side. We don't need to play 4. We play like this, and or even just extend. I think just extend is okay. You need to run, and most likely this extend is center, so we can, I don't know, do whatever here. We can cut even. It feels like black has a lot of liberties, like all attack is gone. But there was no other option. I think you just have to answer here. This, and it's still okay. Still fine for white. After this, I mean, this is, I guess now you have to play core. Again, if you come back with the idea that core is always complicated, maybe you will get a result like this, which is bad, but playable. In a game, I think this is just collapse. This. Yeah. And now black is winning by a lot. Also, there is a good idea for you if you want to come back to try to play greedy. There is 2 pluses in this strategy. Like just play further. Don't connect your groups. One, you take more cash. Maybe by cash would be easier. Second of all, maybe black will attack and made a lot of mistakes. This is how you can theoretically come back. Obviously now black is good. Black kill white corner. But if you would play greedy, maybe you will have a chance. Playing like this is the same. Your groups will not die, but black is not even going to kill your groups. At this point, black will only play endgame. And this is what black is doing. Yeah, I mean, the black is doing pretty good. Playing endgame, capturing, this is also good. I think we'll cut. I would even at this point I would just connect even. I don't think you need to play that aggressive. This is good. Yeah. Maybe now play some Kema. Looks like a big one. To just for sure to limit it the center. This is the only chance that white can hope for. Yeah, I also was thinking maybe it's a good idea to extend here. To make the price for mistake higher. I don't know if it works. Maybe black can escape and this would be a collapse, but maybe you can fight here and try to win some semi. Maybe it's not possible. I don't know. But like this, just kind of over. Well, there was still another group. Again, for white, for black, I would jump. No need to kill anything. Yeah. After here, there's another try, which is not really looking bad, even though white died. I think this was okay to play. And then, yeah, now it's game over. I think you played few moves, but it's not really important. Yeah. Do you have questions about this game? Okay, let's move then to the last one. I think last one was the longest one. So and this was the most complicated one. There is a lot of course. So it's the game between Robin Bonjon and Matthew Cable. Let's start with this. Yeah, and this one is the second one when I think this one is good here. So in this situation, I would play A. I think it makes a lot of sense to play now A. In the other one, I would play b15 because I hope some wire here. I don't think black can ever build something on top. Or maybe you can, but there is white stone, not black. Okay, this is good. I don't know. Looks okay, cannot be bad. Personally, I would play like this. But yeah, I don't think it's really matters. This one is good. Okay. It looks like black gets something. And most of the times it should be good for black because black can run. But here it looks like it's additional stone. And also it's not like that easy here. Like I don't think in a game, yeah, you have to play this because there is this move. Maybe even now you can play this. This is like really annoying move. Even now it's annoying, to be honest, even after you exchange it. If you play like this to see what is the reaction, and there is a lot of semidoris afterwards. I don't know if you need to play it. Maybe now you can play like this. It's all possible because of one move at A. So it's like one move. Usually I think it would be good for black, but I feel like now, because of this endgame, it looks kind of questionable. And if you have to capture, then we can play like this, and afterwards probably black have to push or we get a bunch of center moves. So this is the problem with that shape. Yeah, that's maybe necessary. Okay, it's good. This all looks kind of fine. Maybe I just, from the idea of that like, this group is really weak and this is really weak. I'm not sure. I think it's on the edge. Would I run it or not? I probably wouldn't, but I think it should be still okay because they're not completely alive. All looks good. From direction point looks really nice. Yeah. Honey. I think here better to play like this than to have like this, maybe, or this one and try to build some shape. This would be way easier to escape. Like this, I mean, shape is bad. This is not a good shape. This is just like 1-2 is probably center. You cannot do anything about it. And white is building also something, and black has some problems. Yeah, this is too much. I think maybe now this one should be a move. And maybe try to crosscut to settle the shape somehow. I think this might be an option. This way looks like position is just falling apart for black. Yeah, now the group is dead. Or it's some kind of... maybe it's not dead, I don't know. There is some kind of semi which I cannot read fast. Okay, then white went for a compromise. But even like this, I think this is really, really good for white. White get a lot of points, wall, everything. Okay. Like, I just assume that at this point black is kind of like feeling he's behind and he's going to crazy stuff. And this looks like some crazy stuff. And while you're behind, I mean, if we check this with AI, probably everything is mistakes. But if my opponent is doing this stuff as black, this is annoying. So I think this is pretty good tactic to do something. It looks decent. Yeah. And then black gets some center moves. I think white should play maybe first here. Then after this, you have kind of Miai between A and maybe, I'm not sure you need even to live with that stone. Or maybe B. In a game it's something like similar, but this one now is not center. In a game it was more like a center. There is like the follow-up is kind of annoying. There is a lot of agi. But also here you can play anything. I think this one looks like the easiest one. Like this. This is just most likely win. Or like this. I mean, it looks like black is connected, but overall white should be okay with this. Maybe you can even play a bit more aggressive, but I don't think it's necessary. Maybe even like this is okay. This looks just capturing everything. Yeah. Yeah, and somehow here this shape cannot be good. No cross threads, okay. Yeah, somehow black gets too much. Also, I think you should go with this one. If you want to invade, I mean, just to live like this should be okay. This way. You will be probably alive. I think. Something like this. This way, maybe you try to make some core or something, but... Okay, and try to make the game complicated again. Black has a cost threat. Oh, that's tough. I mean, this core is huge. Okay. Hmm. And I think in a game, White decided that the group by itself is alive. Or not. Not now, but okay. Well, maybe if it's just a tail, it's not a big deal. But if it's everything there, then it's pretty, like it's a lot. But you cannot win the game also with this. And I don't really know which score is bigger. So I can understand why White just giving up. And maybe it's okay. It feels like even like this, right becomes huge. More I look on this position, I think Black shouldn't go for the call. Or maybe capture now. I mean, this is amazing if you can capture this, this, and this. This is like easy win for Black. I don't think White can ever win this. And maybe also White should ignore it from the first side like this. Steal some endgame and then try to capture and try to play like this. Ko is too big. And here, after the, like, after now, I'm not, I think it still should be good for White, even if you just play like this. It looks like so much. I don't know, maybe I didn't count points and I'm too optimistic, which happens often, but feels like it's a lot of points. This, I don't know. Need to count, but feels like right is bigger than top left somehow. But maybe it's similar. But if you can get both, it's good. But in the end, you see, like you capture some points here, but you lose all center. So I think it's looks like, to me, looks like center is bigger. So I would probably capture center. I don't know if you need this, maybe this, and just try to capture it like this. Also, I don't know if there is something in the group, because it feels like this is a problem. It feels like there is a call. So maybe I would play here, this, and then just capture the corner, to be sure, or like this. Okay. This endgame looks completely fine. I'm just thinking about this move. I think I would rather play like this. Just cash is better than not cash. This is not cash. This is connecting. Connecting is not good. Like if you can live with cash, always take cash. I mean, no one cares about 4. This is just kind of not really points at this moment. I'm really start afraid about the bottom. I think afterwards there was some call, but I don't remember how it happened. Okay. We just finished like that. We have a call. Maybe now it's probably not really possible anymore. Like I was thinking about when we play, maybe even now it would be okay. Or now, if we play now, this is might be an option. And I wanted to play something like this, and try to build some shape and try to fight. I wasn't sure if it's possible to live or not. Probably now it should be dead after these exchanges. And also I kind of hesitate what happens if Black would play this, and this. Can White kill this group or not? Because it feels like White will be not able. And then it's for sure losing kind of, it might be too much to play this and try, maybe at this point it's good to answer. But let's see what happened, because I remember there's still a lot of stuff here happened. Yeah. Okay. And the game by itself is close. And that's why white is playing the core. This one looks this. Maybe now a good timing to play one. I think this is winning move. If we come back, I mean now it's even though it's two-step core, probably at some point you will get both of this, and it will be like this. You will get at some point 6. I think the game is close, so it might matter. Oh, this one is mistake. We have a coin in a group. If you play like this, it's dead, I think. Just here. This is a core. I don't know if it's really matters at this point because there is no cost rate anymore. Okay. I'm just wondering if this is a cost rate or not. It's like on the edge. Can you get it? I mean, if you get this, for sure you get a lot of cost rates. So, is it really a cost rate? Probably not. That's kind of something what I wouldn't expect. I see. Okay. I think you could just skip it. I mean, now there is no point to play this cost rate. You can just capture. And then black doesn't have any, I think. So, and then you have one more, and you just easily win this call. This looks like an option to win the game, because I don't see, I see only one. And after this, you just play this one. This is never a cost rate. So, or the same as here. So it feels like it's just some misclick or something. And now I feel like if black is winning. Oh, if not, then the difference was too big. But now probably black is winning. I don't know. I don't remember the result here. No, it's still good for white. And the difference was really, really big. And maybe this core, it's like from what I see, this core, I guess black should just connect it. This is like from all of what I see, I think that in endgame, black was only gaining a lot. And it was still not enough. So I feel like this one, playing like this, it would be fine. Just, yeah, white is alive, but overall, it's not really a big deal. And we can easily continue this game. I think like this black is okay. I think even good. So just to see how the code is big, I mean, this code is bigger than just dying with the group. And maybe afterwards we can see that even with this and even with the group afterwards that black can get core for free, it was still not enough. Yeah. But about this one, I think it's good to know that this shape is always core. This. You cannot avoid it, this one. And if you want to kill the groups, most likely the killing move would be extend, not Hane. Like if you try to kill, always try to give a less forcing move, and this one S3 is a forcing move. So basically extend most time of the easy killing move. Yeah, okay. With this, that's all. Do you have questions about this game, maybe? Okay, great. Then for today, that's all. Yeah, Thanks for joining. Hope you like it. And yeah, see you next time. Have a nice evening.